YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Virgo King 93 back in the building, aka the Thirst King, thirstiest dude in Los Angeles. What's up? What's up with y'all, homie? And today, man, we're gonna be talking about anime I just watched today. The first episode I watched. I only watched one episode today. It's called Battle Game in 5 Seconds. So let's hit this intro, then we're gonna talk about it. Yeah. Yeah. I look like Trey Songz now, right? But anyway, yeah, man, so I just watched the first episode of Battle Game in 5 Seconds. And, based off what I got, it's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? If you guys like battle royales, like game type animes, this is for you. Such as Darwin's Game or like, what's it called? High Rise Tower on Netflix. This anime falls in that particular category. You know what I'm saying? It's a battle royale. I want to say it's fight to the death, but from what I got from the first episode, it's not necessarily that. We get our protagonist. He go against a dude named Coda, and it didn't necessarily say if he killed him or anything like that. It didn't look like he injured. He wounded that fool, but he didn't necessarily kill him. But basically, this is about a dude named Akira, and basically, he's video games obsessed. He loves games. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm similar in a way. And he basically, a little tragic happens. I'm summing it up, and he ends up getting put in this game basically, and he's going against other people from his world basically. They all got different backgrounds, stories, all that. And all this is being run by, I guess you could call her a game master named Mion. I hope I'm saying it right. Mion. She's like this cat type game master who seems like obsessed with like death and fighting. That's just the type of character she gets. She gets off by it. She gets excited by this. And she's also OP as shit with this cannon she has, which she be blowing niggas up with, which has a terrible design to it. I hate her fucking cannon. Like it's powerful, but the design is trash. It's Mega Man's cannon, but uglier. You know what I'm saying? But basically, they get put in the battle royale. The job is, basically going against all the players. You whatever the prize is, whatever it is, they tend animes like this. They tend to switch the prize up, or it ends up being something else. You think it's gonna be this. You think he's gonna want this, but it end up being something else. The ending to these, they always drop the ball on some, something you just didn't quite expect, or something that just didn't quite hit. You know what I'm saying? But it's all right. But basically, they get abilities. They all get abilities each. Like, you guys seen Darwin's Game, very much similar. Very much similar. For what I got from this first episode, it's very similar to Darwin's Game already. You get an ability, you go against people, you go one, but this time you're going one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? You get put in a room or whatever the terrain is, and you basically you go against each other. You either fight to the death or fight to win, or for them to submit, or whatever. Now the abilities, from what I see, some are cold, some are whack. So now you have to see what they did was they had to turn their abilities into their advantage. And the protagonist, man, clearly has the most OP ability. Basically, his ability is an illusion, and this could work against him or work with him. You know what I'm saying? His ability is like whatever. His ability is whatever your opponent think it is. So basically, whatever they think it is, that's your ability, and that's the ability you have to use during that fight. You know what I mean? So he goes against this dude named Makoto. I hope I'm saying this right. Madoka. I hope I'm saying it right. Who just happens to be the voice actor of Zoro from One Piece. Come on, you can't beat that. And his ability, if you don't already know, is a fucking katana. One sword style though. If he had 3 sword styles, it would have been a different story. But nah, this dude, he has a katana. He takes an object, and I guess he can manipulate it and turn it into a sword, possibly a knife, whatever it is. He can manipulate it into a weapon, and he chose katana. He's the voice actor of Zoro. If you don't know Zoro, he uses swords. And it's funny how he's in this bitch, because I feel like if you don't get this reference, then you won't get it. But he was in One Piece, and then he got lost in this anime. If y'all get that reference, you get it if you're a One Piece fan. Because Zoro ain't got no sense of direction. But anyway, they basically it's like these abilities don't match up, you know, and he was swinging his sword at him. He was running. He didn't know his ability. He thought his ability was weak. It was like, okay, for sure. But then once he used that ability, that shit was the most OPest shit I ever seen in my life, my nigga. Like you really got this motherfucker thinking like oh shit, that's your weapon. Like, see, the most common thing is like, it's like with his ability, Akira's ability is like that his, like when I said it can work against you or work for you, this is what it is. Like the most common, a common person would probably think when a person is about to pull out a weapon, like you think somebody's what they say about to pull out a weapon, they're gonna think what their weapon is, and a typical person gonna think it's either a gun, chain, knife, something like that, another sword. They gonna think something like that, something real common. But nah, this fool, this dude Akira, he's intelligent as hell. I like his characteristic. He shows me that he wants to be in his world, and he has a determination, no hesitation whatsoever. He's just willing to figure shit out, and he'll manipulate you, and he will use his ability against you. I kind of like his character already. Like, he's not like Deku. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to do what he takes. He loves games. You know what I'm saying? When you got somebody who loves games, and he's showing that he loves it. I'm just going based off one episode. He's showing that he loves this shit. And I'm liking him already. There's no sign of weakness in him right now. There could be a possibility we might see some of his weaknesses, based off, other characters as well. I feel like his weaknesses are going to come from other characters. Like, him building relationships with them. I feel like that might water down the character himself. But if he stays to himself, he could be a straightforward character and just start winning fights and using his knowledge to his advantage. You know what I'm saying? He's not like a genius level, but he is. You could tell he's pretty smart, and he has an IQ for to figure things out in the game. He could use his terrain to his. He's a great character. I like him already. But his downfall, I think, will be another character. And if you guys look at the background, the chick right there with the blonde hair, seem like they really about to have some connection. And you never know. They maybe two people could win this game. Maybe they're gonna work together to beat this game. Maybe it might become a 2-on-2. I don't know. This anime has potential. I still don't see this shit being better than Darwin's game, to be honest. But the character design in this, it's great. I love the character design. It's crazy. All the characters look good, especially that one chick with the in the bras and panty, bra and panty. Oh my god, wearing pink. Oh, Thirst King. But it's some great character design up in here. The action in anime is cool. The art style is cool as well. It's nothing I haven't seen before. Nothing too crazy, but it's typical. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it's typical, but well, yeah, it's mediocre. It's cool. Like it ain't gonna bother you. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing about this anime, you want a good story out of this. You're gonna want a good ending. You're gonna want that ending to stick. But like I said, a lot of these animes, they tend to drop the ball like that. But I'm looking forward to what this character could do in the future. I'm looking forward to seeing other characters' abilities and how he uses his abilities against them, how he outwits them, or they outwit him and that chick possibly, and other characters. You never know, because like a lot of these animes, they tend to the protagonist always ends up finding friends, and then they end up going against certain forces in the show, and then next thing since they're friends, they're defeating on it, but then at the end of the day, like, it's you against them now. What are y'all gonna do? And it could sometimes be a happy ending, like we're gonna go together, or nah, I gotta kill you. But most of the time, the protagonist won't be able to do that. Like, he seemed like the character that he wants to win, but because of her, like, let's say they get to the end, I feel like he's gonna, like, you win the game, you go, I'll stay here, blah blah blah. I feel like I'm just me speculating. It ain't nothing crazy, but I like this episode, man. It's a lot I could see happening. But I would throw a little bit of more opinions out there. But trust me, I've been completely wrong before, and it could be completely wrong. And these battle royales, I feel like it's gonna be a lot of death. Some of them aren't gonna fight to the death, but to me, it all depends on who he has around him. I don't need his character to digress. I need him to keep that same motivation. But I feel like if you guys like battle royale anime, this is it. This is a good start. It's a good start. I don't see nothing. No demons and nothing like that. It's just people with abilities. Fighting to win a game. And I feel like this dungeon master chick, Mignon, whatever. I feel like, man, she possibly could be the final boss. She's being entertained by this, and it's obviously happened many times before because she's just so used to it. You never know. He might end up facing the winners of possible past events like this. You never know. It's so much to offer, but I'm gonna continue to watch this, and I'm gonna continue to examine it. I'm gonna watch 2 through 6, do some reviews on those. But I just wanted to give y'all like my first overview of the first episode, which just it just basically was an introduction. It wasn't, you didn't get too much knowledge, but you just got the introduction to, you in a battle royale. You got your own room. We know everything about you. We know what you like, dislike. We know what you like to eat. We know how you like to sleep. They got everything for you. The only thing you need to do is wear these handcuffs. When they wear their handcuffs, they cannot use their ability. And basically, when they're in their room, the handcuffs comes off. They can practice their ability. They can eat, think of stuff. It's like a prison, but with a refrigerator and a bed. Like, they're trapped in the room. They leave when they say leave. It's kind of crazy. They're like prisoners. It's kind of, and now that's the thing. That's also a thing why I think she's gonna want to win the game, because like you being treated like a prisoner in the game. You know what I'm saying? If she's so powerful, the dungeon master, I want to know, like, why do you got to keep them in handcuffs? Like, are they really a threat to her? So I guess she has to put some type of restraint on her. She could be just the servant. It could be a bigger boss behind it. It's a lot of speculation there. It's a lot of things that can happen in this show. But I would want to win this game. If you got me in handcuffs and you telling me when and where I cannot leave my room and when my fight's gonna be, it's a whole timer on a wall and all that stuff. So we're gonna see. I suggest you guys check this out. If you guys like this, I suggest you check out Darwin's game as well. This battle games in 5 seconds is pretty good so far from that first episode. Good introduction, great character already, great voice actor, man. Shout out, Kazuya, I think that's his name. Naki, that's the voice actor of Zoro. He's fire. I hope I say his name right. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Also in the description below is my Twitch, my homies. Go ahead, follow their channels. We got business inquiries down there, one of my social media platforms, and other things you can do to support the channel. I appreciate you. I'm the Virgo King, and I will see you guys real soon. Peace.